So they're in there, Domi, ready for the first result.
All right, so the team who won the speed round and the free round, so the team that's going to move up to the next pool is the Junies.
So in the past, we've done the two results, the speed round that's been allocated once, and then the free round that's been allocated. We've changed all that.
Well, the reason we would do in the past free round and speed round is because if there was a tie, then you would go to a tiebreaker. But in this format, it's a little bit different. It's a cumulative score put out of 100. So they're basically just giving the winner out of those 4 teams, and that's going to determine who's going to keep flying in the next round. In this case, the Junies.
And how do you feel about that? Is that the way you want to move it forward? Are you happy with the other way, or what's the idea from you?
Well, it's definitely going to take discussion among the whole community. I'm never making decisions by myself. I always try to have as many inputs and opinion as possible to really reflect the desire of the majority of the flyers. So I'm really looking forward to have more feedback on this format from everybody. I see some good side of it. I like the fact that if a team has a counter performance at the beginning, they can always come up towards later. The fact that there are some rounds that have to have a free round as a tiebreaker, I'm not so keen. So yeah, definitely some more discussion to be had.
So the Jihoon is doing well there on that one. We'll be back with the next result in a couple of minutes.
Dynamic. En la competición podemos disfrutar de 2 tipos de ronda, las free rounds y las speed rounds. En las free rounds o rondas libres, cada equipo realizará una coreografía artística libre sin elementos obligatorios a la que llamamos rutina. La duración de cada rutina es de 60 segundos. Los jueces, previamente a la competición, han valorado las rutinas libres, la técnica y la dificultad, y durante la competición solo valorarán la ejecución. Esta ronda es la más visual y permite que cada equipo pueda innovar y desarrollar nuevas figuras marcando un estilo propio. El otro tipo de rondas son las speed rounds o rondas de velocidad. Previamente a la competición se ha realizado un sorteo donde se eligen las secuencias obligatorias para cada ronda. Posteriormente, en cada ronda de velocidad, cada equipo debe realizar estas 3 secuencias de ejercicios obligatorios 3 veces seguidas. El ganador es el equipo que finaliza en el menor tiempo posible y sin penalizaciones. Las penalizaciones. Como podéis observar en la imagen, en el centro del túnel y enfrente de la puerta existe una línea vertical de LEDs blanca que se llama Centerline. A 90 grados a cada lado de la Centerline existen 2 tipos de línea verticales, una de LEDs verdes y otra de LEDs azules, llamadas Sidelines, con un agujero en medio, la mirilla. A través de las 2 mirillas existe una línea horizontal imaginaria a la que llamamos línea de Bast. No se puede tocar esta línea en ciertos movimientos o si no habrá una penalización llamada Bast. Un equipo tiene Bast cuando no realiza correctamente alguno de los movimientos obligatorios. Cuando atraviesa la línea Bast, cuando el movimiento no está permitido. O cuando realiza uno de los movimientos atravesando de manera incorrecta alguno de los cuadrantes. Cuando haya un Bast, oiremos una bocina y las líneas de LEDs azules y verdes se pondrán rojas. Eso supone una penalización de 5 segundos extras en el tiempo total final del equipo. La penalización skip. Un equipo es penalizado con un skip cuando omite alguno de los movimientos obligatorios. Si el equipo hace un skip, se irá una bocina y las líneas de LED azules y verdes pasarán a rojo. Eso supone una penalización de 20 segundos extras en el tiempo total final del equipo. Si te ha gustado este vídeo, no dudes en darnos like, suscríbete al canal y síguenos en nuestras redes sociales.
A very warm welcome back to the afternoon sessions here in Spain. It's Wing Games 2018 and over to Domi Kijir with the action.
So next up, we'll have the next pool with the Junies who just won their place in this next session, and they're going to battling up against Airspace Prospect 1, Hurricane Factory Madrid, and Sonic.
I like the way that they've just won, and straight away they're back into the action
back
again.
Back in the game, straight away.
I like that feeling, yeah. So yeah, Airspace Prospects 1, Jihoon, Hurricane Factory Madrid, Sonic, same thing again, winner, moves forward.
And so one thing to notice is that every pool is flying the same draw. So it's, oh, actually no, it's a different one. It was the same snake, but a different mixer. Ooh, almost got caught into each other on the shuffler, but pull it off. All right, back into the head down mix snake, which was the same snake as the one before, but the mixer here is head up 360. And you see how they do the 360 on top above the ring into a shuffler, a head down shuffler. And into the third page. So for those guys, between the moment they learned that they were moving up to the next pool and the moment they needed to fly, there was maybe 5 minutes or something. So they needed to look at the draw, memorize it, make sure they could walk it, they own it, and then straight back into the tunnel. So it's definitely an extra element of pressure for this team.
When would the other teams have known the draw, Domi?
Well, the draws have been, the draw were public like from the beginning, so they could have looked into it before. It was not a complete surprise, but I'm sure all those 4 teams, they go into this battle and they probably all hope that they're going to move up to the next round, but they cannot know for sure. So you really want to focus one round at a time, one thing at a time. So they probably don't think about this next draw so much. So when they have the green light saying, yes, you're in, you're going to the next one, then suddenly they need to be like, okay, what's the next draw? Think about it and go in. Which, we do that in training all the time. When we train, we do a bunch of different draws, and it's not like you memorize all of them beforehand and then go and fly them. You look at them for a few seconds, and then you go in and fly. So we're used to that. It's not a special difficulty to do that, but in a competition setup, it's different, right? The pressure is on, people are watching, the stakes are higher, so sometimes the memorization of something can be a little bit more difficult.
So that was Jehounis there with a 10-second penalty, and 93.524 is what they finished with. This is Airspace Prospects 1.
With 2 busts as they are getting into the middle of their routine, into their second snake. Getting into the vertical now, the head up 360. So that's the move. They need to go over and and under the ring. Yeah, that was a ring bust here. You could see the arm of one of the competitors going through that ring. So the line turns red. That's a 5-second penalty. Okay, starting their third page with this head and mix snake into the head up 360s, over the ring, under the ring. Ooh, that was really close too. Into the shuffler, getting ready towards the end of their routine, back on their feet, across the tunnel and out.
Giving them a finish time of 9.585 against Jehounis 93.524. All results can be found on the website windows-realflight.com. Check it out, that's where all the results are for you. But at the moment, Jehounis take 93.524 against Airspace Prospects 1, 95.585.
All right, so pretty close for those 2 teams, and the Junies are still slightly ahead. Do you think we could see a crazy offset and the Junies coming from the bottom pool all the way up?
A bit like we, just kind of moving the way along. We saw a similar thing, not from the bottom pool, but Ice Mountain over in France. It just kind of kept going and going and going right to the end. Here we go, Hurricane Factory Madrid.
Hurricane Factory. So here you can see already in the flying, we're definitely looking at a different kind of teams. They are a bit of a surprise for that pool. They're both very experienced flyer. They had a bit of a counter performance yesterday with a few busts. Had to wait here, but pull it off. But they are definitely one of the favorite of this pool, I would say. All right, middle of the routine. This head up 360 is over and under the ring, clearing the sideline. The view that we were just seeing, the sideline view, is applying every single time. There's no occasion in which a team can afford not to completely cross that line. So this is a very important one. The ring only applies to certain moves. That's the verticals. The one that we're looking at right now, over 360, under the ring, and then they finished. They're finished as soon as they're on their head on the other side of the line. All right, looking good for the boys. Clean round so far. Yes, they're going to keep it clean, and a nice final score of 72.188. So
that takes the lead now. We had, sorry, 93.524 was the lead from the Dragoons before. Hurricane Factory Madrid 72.788.
So that's almost 20 seconds faster, so quite a big difference. Next team up is Sonic with Gregor and Virginie. Two very good flyers as well. I think the battle is definitely going to be between those two to see who's going to go up to the next pool. Also had a bit of a counter performance yesterday. They've both been out of competition for a while now. Nini suffered a shoulder injury that kept her out of flying and out of competing for the last 3 years almost. So they're coming back here with unicorns holding machine guns. That's pretty much how they feel at the moment. Very good flyers. Bit of counter performance yesterday. A lot of bust with the center line that they were not paying enough attention to. A bit of a brain lock on Nini's side, who did a couple extra bottom loop yesterday, but very good flyers. So potentially taking the lead in here. Looking good so far. Clean, flying fast. They've seen the team before that has zero bust, so they know that if they want to take this speed round, they need to keep it clean.
Time to beat is 72.788.
Looking pretty good. They're finishing their second page here on the 46-second mark. Could they take the 72? It is possible. They need to keep it clean and keep flying fast, not go too far away from those lines. Keep those trajectories small. Over and under the ring, nice, into the final shuffler. 10 seconds to go if they want to beat. This is doable, Regan. This is going to be really close. Oh my God, okay, out they go. Come on, Gregor. 71-730, they are taking this round. No bust, just short of a second faster than the other team. That was a very, very close one on the speed round, Regan.
Yeah, Sonic there really putting their stamp of authority on it. 71.730 on the speed round. Next up, these four teams will be battling with the music, and we'll be back with that in a few moments from now.
Si realmente crees en ello, cualquier cosa es posible.
So the 14 battles, Hunis came in with the